Well, at least it's closed in.
Yeah, it is closed in.
Yeah.
It's nicely closed in. You've got a little area here, get this lovely afternoon sunshine.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you've got some great trees planted here. You've got the apple trees, espaliered here,
Wonderful.
plum tree, lots of berries.
And there's more than enough room for growing veggies, actually.
There is.
Well, actually, this is not all your land.
Oh!
It's parcelled out. You've got lots of bits. And, actually, you'll be very glad to know, you've got a big garage.
I saw that on the way in. That's a wonderful garage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big garage, so lots of space for
Brilliant.
creation.
So
Yeah, big smiles
looking
there.
later on.
Let's take a look at your other land.
Wow.
Beyond the garden block lies the additional green turf. This is your land.
Wow.
Oh, a little
Love it
parcel
there,
of
that's
England.
amazing.
It is a little being the operative word, but
Yeah.
it is definitely a parcel of farmland.
It is.
Which would be great for vegetables, wouldn't it?
It really
It's a
would.
perfect vegetable, and maybe
Yeah.
also chicken run as well.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
I can imagine building the actual chicken run down there.
And the good news is that the farmer is very, very open to offers. You actually offered originally the land all the way down to the dry stone wall there, the fence.
Did he?
So it
Wonderful.
would include that lovely oak.
Yeah.
What are you thinking it's going to cost to buy this?
Well, I think unlike the other houses where I was very surprised at how low it was, I think this could go 420.
I think I'm going to go to the upper end of our budget and say between 375 and 380. It's a nice property. So,
Yeah, it is lovely.
yeah.
Good. You're very pessimistic because it's actually on at 390, just a shade under
Oh.
390.
Right.
And it's been on for a few months, and they
Right.
haven't dropped the price yet.
No.
So there is a possibility
Brilliant
that you could
offers.
get it for your.
Yeah.
the
But there's
top end
nothing
of
that
your
needs
budget.
doing, so we wouldn't have to spend
No, we
much
wouldn't
more
have to.
money.
No. It's
So
still,
is that a thumbs up?
I think that's
Yeah.
a thumbs up.
Good. Well, I suppose you have to negotiate the fact that you're not isolated in the sense that you do
That's
have
the only thing.
neighbours.
I'd like to find out how loud we can have the music.
Ah, well, let's try it. When I come
Okay.
back, I'll find you listening to
Okay.
a Traviata at top
All
volume.
right. We're going to go in.
Okay. This barn conversion sitting next to a working farm has been a hit at $389,950. It has the perfect characterful kitchen for Leslie, 2 reception rooms, 3 bedrooms including a master ensuite, and a range of gardens offering enough space to grow vegetables and wonderful views. It is over budget, but in this market it's worth putting in an offer they can afford. In many ways, this whole show has been about finding the limit of acceptable compromise, because Leslie and Ashley really wanted a lot land-wise, but they really didn't have enough money to get it here in Derbyshire. However, the Mystery House, it has land, but will it have enough of the other things? What do you think the Mystery House might involve?
absolutely no idea. It could be anything, couldn't it? Ranging from, a fire tower to a church. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Mystery House.
I think we can safely say it's probably not going to be a windmill.
Not in Norfolk now.
No. I have no idea. I hope it's not something that I absolutely fall in love with and is £200,000 out of our price range.
We'll see,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Ah, we wouldn't be that cruel. I can now reveal that the Mystery House is just outside desirable Matlock, Bath. It was the thermal springs that were discovered here in 1698 that brought in high society and gave it an air of elegance. Today the area, sitting in a deep gorge, still attracts the tourists who marvel at the stunning scenery. The location of our Mystery House should suit Ashley. It's tucked away in the hillside with staggering views and has recently been renovated. It also has an asset which will be a surprise. This is the mystery.
This is a kingdom.
It's an amazing view.
It's the kingdom, isn't it?
So
You know
it
this
is.
area, right? This is Matlock Bath.
Yes.
This is the Derwent Gorge. This is the Great Masson, the cliff that goes along the side. And we found your property that is right on the edge of it.
I can't believe you've done
It
that.
is amazing,
It's wonderful. I'm stuck for words.
which is a rare.
This way, yeah.
Which is rare.
What are your impressions of the road, for example?
The road is actually really pretty there, the way it winds through. I've got no
It's-
problem with the road
No,
there.
it's a bit noisy. But for a kingdom like this,
Yeah,
You have to pay something.
you do.
you do.
Mind the steps.
Gosh, these steps are quite steep.
Says you want a death slide, don't you, really?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come straight down.
Think we get a lift in?
Yeah.
Chairlift.
Imagine when it's
Chairlift.
icy. We'll be staying indoors.
It's a small house,
It's quite small.
but it's all about the views.
Yes, it's small,
It is
but it is perfectly done. I mean, it's very, very stylish.
It's just in terms of the kitchen. I mean, you was sort of friends sitting around tables and like, so you won't get that necessarily.
2 friends.
But it's like 2 friends.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it's all about the views, this place.
Yes.
It's wonderful, and it's a kingdom out there.
Kingdoms are important.
They are.
And this is the rest of the downstairs.
It's a lovely room, though.
I have to say, they haven't spared a penny in doing this
No.
up. Everything is done to the highest standard. Solid oak floorboards, an inch thick.
My
This
goodness.
whole fireplace was put in by them. They found these hearthstones in a smithy. There's still bits of lead you can see in it.
I feel like I'm in a little Hansel and Gretel place. It's lovely.
It is lovely, but it is little.
It is very little.
But it's pleasing, very pleasing to the eye, I have to say. Yeah, no.
And this is it.
like
This is the extent
That's the end of your kingdom
of the house.
inside.
This is the end of the kingdom inside. My goodness.
Downstairs.
I'm just wondering whether it is too small. But apart from that, I think I like it.
I really like it. I would like it more if there was another room that way.
Yeah.
Because I like my space. I like to be able to zone out, and I can't imagine us getting away into our own
Zones.
zones.
That's the closest we're going to get you to saying that you don't like something, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that's good enough for me. And let's take a look upstairs. It's not the end of my bag of tricks here. I'm not giving up. Oh dear, I think the initial excitement has worn off, but there is more. Up here there's a small but beautifully finished bathroom, and just down the landing is the master bedroom, which takes in the stunning scenery.
You can't deny those views. I mean, they are worth a king's ransom, really.
In both directions. The windows
Yeah.
in this room are fantastic, aren't they? And the amount of light.
Yes.
We do have a bit of storage here. I don't quite know how much you
Yeah.
need. Chest of drawers.
Well, Ashley needs a whole really.
Oh, really? Are you the hoarder?
He is.
I am the hoarder, I'm afraid. Not
Yeah.
necessarily with clothes, but I do hoarder a variety of things.
Ah, that's a turn up for books.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to show you, there's 2 more bedrooms. I want to show you the views, particularly from the top one. The first of those 2 bedrooms is a single with built-in storage, and the other room is just next door. Then there's this little beautiful room. But look at the views.
Oh, the
windows.
views are wonderful.
I thought this could be your study.
It could be. Actually, they've squeezed quite a lot into a small footprint.
Yeah, they have. But beautifully formed as this house is, it's not the inside of the house I want to show you, but outside. There's more.
Okay.
Right.
Let's go.
Let's go on then.
The views from this house really are amazing, but will they be enough to win them over?
Oh, my goodness, you did promise us a view.
Wow, what a view.
Lovely terraced gardens.
Yeah.
And you've got these outhouses here, which you could possibly develop. So how much land do you think, this is all told, is this enough to do?
Well, I think vegetables could go on the slope because you could work with that. And the chickens, I don't know.
We'd have to think about.
Yeah. This is the first one that I've actually felt quite flummoxed about.
Yes, I can see your enthusiasm is down from its usual stellar heights.
Absolutely, yes.
So what, you think this is maybe about half an acre?
It's got to be at least half an acre, I think it sits in.
Yeah,
If not more.
probably the footprint about, up to a half an acre.
Well, actually, the plot of land is 8 acres.
Oh, really?
8
It
acres?
encompasses 8 acres of this ancient woodland, which
Oh,
is
my
yours.
goodness.
Let's go and have a
All the
look.
way to the top? Wow.
I did say I had more in my bag of tricks. I think the wood is wonderful, and it does come with its benefits. All the fallen trees are for their use, providing free fuel.
This is
amazing
wonderful.
Woodland.
Woodland.
But I'm very glad I've got Ashley in front of me to break my slip.
Yes, I didn't brief
very
you
romantic.
on woodland walking, did I?
It is beautiful woodland, though.
But all of this is yours.
It's amazingly picturesque. And the wildlife.
Woodland is woody. And there's not an awful lot you can do with it, in all honesty. It's lovely to own one, to say that you own one, but it's not really very practical for us.
Apart from free fuel, but that's the only benefit.
Yeah.
So the free fuel doesn't interest you, but the oil guzzling range does.
Well, what can I say?
Oh, that's all
Total
coming
princess.
out here. How much do you think it would cost?
No, that's a tricky one. Because it's in Matlock Bath and the location of it, I just think it's quite expensive. So I'd go for about 420 or something like that.
I'd go for about just over 550.
You're going high.
Do you think I'd show you a property that was so much out of your budget?
You showed me one with a kingdom.
Oh, I did. But the kingdom comes relatively cheap. It's on the market for just a shade under 400, 395.
Oh.
It's a very competitive price, actually,
it would
for
be
its location.
affordable, but
Yeah.
not interested in this one.
Shall I get a toboggan so I can drag you back up?
Yes,
It would be great. A ski lift would be
not?
fantastic.
Leslie and Ashley have now seen all the properties, and it's time to hear their final thoughts. Now is the time for you to really spill the beans, because you can't have liked them all as much as each other. There must have been differences. What about the first property that seemed to go down very well?
It was a beautiful house, that one.
It ticked every single box imaginable for me. I felt I'd lived there before. It just felt so right.
The road was a big problem there. It was surprising the amount of traffic that did go by. So for an unsecured garden, that would have been a real problem.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if you'd secured it, you'd have lost that view, that wonderful view.
Roads played an issue in the second house as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Quite a lot of renovation work to do in there, I felt. Certainly in terms of modernising it, which I didn't see as too much of a problem. It was yet again an interesting house. And if we'd have been able to acquire that extra bit of land that you alluded to, I think that's something we might have considered. But the road, yet again, was a major problem.
After spending 10 minutes in the house, it's not something I would have considered at all. It didn't feel right.
So you were being polite because you were smiling all
I
around the
know.
house. I love it. It's all so beautiful.
But
the
it
views.
did. It was like looking at a pretty painting.
Yeah.
The views seemed to outweigh the road noise. But the reality of staying there, and it's hopefully going to be the last move that we make together.
Yeah, probably will be.
So, the reality came crashing in.
The barn conversion in the middle of the farmyard didn't have any road noise.
No.
What did that have going for it?
We loved it. It was out of all of the properties, that was certainly my favourite.
Yeah. We just felt really at home there. I was a bit worried that it was attached to other properties.
Yeah.
And it would be something that we would need to look into. But that was a wonderful property. And it's left us with a very good feeling. And that's a big possibility for us.
Yeah.
The mystery house flagged up lots of things that you didn't like, but have they been useful in sort of like focusing your mind on what you do like?
The location and the beauty of Matlock Bath were quite breathtaking, but the practicalities of getting older and steps and stairs and woodland, I think we'd have to consider in reality.
Yeah. I can't imagine us logging at the age of 70. I can't imagine me getting up and down those stairs possibly in the next 5 years. So,
I have to say the free logs and log heating did appeal to me, but you're right in terms of the workload.
Yeah.
And overall, what have you taken away? You seem to like the barn conversion most. Would you make a move on that? Would you consider?
I'd like to go back and have a look at the barn conversion and then talk to some of the neighbours, talk more to the farmer and see, because I think that one, out of all of them, had the most potential for us.
Yes.
So within the confines, and even the fact that there are lots of kind of factors that make it difficult to find your dream house, can you let that go?
Less of a priority for me now would be the actual kind of prettiness of the house. But the green sustainability, really and honestly, when I think about it, is the way that we should go. And I think both of us want to hold on to that. It was lovely looking at the range. You can be green, just possibly not 100%.
Well, I really hope you make it, because, it sounds like the move will be the perfect thing for you in your life. And, for once, you're a couple that actually have taken downsizing seriously, and they're not like downsizing into a house that's twice as big as the one they've got.
Well, no, we discussed that at one point. Right?
So, best of luck. I hope it goes well, and see you up in Derbyshire very soon.
Okay, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure. It really has.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Great. Green or not green, landed or not landed, I do think that we'll be seeing Leslie and Ashley making tracks to live in Derbyshire. And who wouldn't? It's a beautiful place. And if you've been inspired, then do tune in next time for more Escape to the Country. Leslie and Ashley did return to the barn conversion for a second and third viewing, but their hearts are set on a detached house.
You're afraid to try again. Don't be afraid of the earth. Things are right on the horizon. afraid. Don't be afraid. Things are like gold. You don't have to. Only leaving you. Don't have to keep on running. You don't keep on fighting. It's time to stop the dreaming and forget about the past. Think about what you believe in. You are supposed to be nothing. Don't forget that there is no fairies out there. And in your heart right now that you can feel it too. We can make it from there. No matter what the people say, you're gonna find your way. बेटी कहलवा नजरिया लागता रिसियाइल बड़ा हो पुर बेटी कहलवा नजरिया लागता रिसियाइल बड़ा हो ए आदि तुमाल निकल बहरिया तो काहे खिसियाइल बड़ा हो ए आदि तुमाल निकल बहरिया तू काहे खिसियाइल बड़ा हो ए आदि तुमाल निकल बहरिया काहे खिसियाइल बड़ा हर रोज उगेला हंसत मुस्कात हो आज काहे बुझेला नाती माई के बात हो माई के बात हो हर रोज उगेला हंसत मुस्कात हो आज काहे बुझेला नाती माई के बात हो थर थर कापेला शरीरिया बादल में सियाइल बड़ा हो थर थर कापेला शरीरिया बादल में सियाइल बड़ा हो ए आदि तुमाल निकल बहरिया तू काहे खिसियाइल बड़ा हो ए आदि तुमाल निकल बहरिया तू काहे खिसियाइल बड़ा हो ए आदि तुमाल निकल बहरिया काहे खिसियाइल बड़ा लालू सोल्जर पूछो तारे आज हो कौन कसूर बाबा बड़ा तू नाराज हो बड़ा तू कर दिन के करा तू